team. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
By 20. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Maverick. 36. He's checking. Crack.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
DC.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, 5. Check 26. 5.
Third and 2. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get up. Alert 3. DC. Back.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Aaron Donald is a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Shift. Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 10. Under 10. 10. Switch.
On second down, it's Brown. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of
Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Samson Abuka, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Third and long. It's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Try to get it to Woods.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
4. I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shell.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
Listen.
From the gun on third down. Gone. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on, baby. Let's go! At their own 33-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
12. Hey, let's get there. Orange.
Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 63 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, go tonight. 120. Hey, lift.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Hey, 180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Natson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
He's coming. Shell.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
76, tell him. 76. Check your hot read. Cal, you won.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, watch it! Hard ball. Check 9.
Now Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike 20. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check it back.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We go tonight. 20. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Kill. Turn Ric Flair. Kill, turn up. Kill.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they run with Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 13, check 13, check 31, check 31.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Mike, 58, right there. Here it comes, here it comes. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Here we go, G. Here we go, 76. 76. 77.
Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And there he goes again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Banjo, 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 banjo. 24 is the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw is gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2 for 66.
Goff now looking to throw. And Woods has it complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hold on. Check. Kill. Rush in. Louis.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike's 54.
Now gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return. But no matter, they've got the football back.
Go, Todd. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Watch twist. Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 99. Value three.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Natson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Merlin. Check.
Now it's Brown. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Right back to Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I need lots of the joint.